Am I on Marco Polo now? Did I do it? This isn't like FaceTime, is it? I'm always available. If I'm not right there, I will be in a couple of minutes. So I've got all the time in the world on my hands. Ella and I are at Walgreens. We even had to cross Army Trail Road, and we lived to tell about it. See how friendly they are at Walgreens? She just waved to you. Hi. Wow, I'm rather flushed. Sunburn on my nose. My friend Bruce died early Sunday morning. I thought they just changed rooms. He was going to get married to another resident named Judy. They were going to get married. That doesn't happen every day in a facility, but it happened for them. I still am in the habit of crossing myself after prayer or before prayer, and I got that idea, and I liked it, from the Episcopal Church I attended for 4 years. So, that being said, or our fun game, might as well cheer myself up with it. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And we sang like that at in the Safe Haven room. After you left, one of the CNAs said, "Who was that you were chanting with?" Well, he's a Muslim, so he wondered what you and I were doing. Anyway, that's a nice memory. When you came to visit the last time, and we were in the Safe Haven room, was the room with the huge TV. Well, that room now has 3 beds in it, and there is technically some room for a 4th. The Catholic Church doesn't even make you eat fish anymore on a Friday. You don't even have to make that sacrifice. You don't have to make that small sacrifice. So why they serve it, I really don't know. I saw the baby goslings on Mother's Day weekend, and this is the end of June, so they've grown by leaps and bounds. I wouldn't even recognize them by now. I'm getting more and more in like with these glasses. Not in love, not yet, but in like. I made that up. Lovely pictures of family and friends. More nice things up on the wall. We are going to Circle Park, and you're coming with us. Could anything be better than this? This little old man lives in the nursing home. His name is Shukla, and he'll sit out here in the hot sun all day long. Da 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 da! We're heading to the pond. Oh, and there's some ducks. Hi, guys. Blossoms behind fence. Not a cloud in the sky today. Gorgeous day. I hope I see some chemtrails. We've got hills and nice shade trees. We're almost to Westfield Middle School. When I taught here in District 13, I used to go over here in the beginning of the year to meetings, and I knew a lot of the staff. When I'm out here, and there's not one bead of sweat on me. I'm soaking in the sun. Hot time in the city. Well, I'm thirsty. I'm going to get out a beer from my bag. Kidding. Ella and I are on our way home. I can finally say that after living in the nursing home for 7 years. Here's some dogs coming. I love dogs. I always have. Dogs, aren't they gorgeous? Oh, hello. Oh, I don't. That's okay. That's okay.
I was gonna say, if you're not careful, he'll just jump.
It's all right. Oh, you're darling. Oh, I get kisses from a dog. Yes, I do. Did you see that? The dog just went nuts. Just loved me. That's because he knew that I loved him. See how that works? I come to football games here starting in September. I'll come back and see a game. I wish you were here. Well, I gotta get going. Not having teeth can be a real plus. I'm going to do some impressions and faces for you. This is... I'm frightened. It just took all of my money. That's a good one. This is... I just don't care anymore. This is... I just don't care anymore. I love doing that one. It makes me laugh. That's the fish saying, give us a kiss. Come on. Just a little kiss. I always thought, what am I going to do? I'm going to be an old man. I'm going to live in a nursing home. And that's exactly what's happened. So here's my very sad clown face. And here's, I don't know if this is either my mother, either Grandma, Bunny, or Mouse. Now you think that's an exaggeration of your grandmother, but it really is not. When I used to lose my temper when I still lived at home, my mama, your grandmother would look at me and say, well, you certainly don't get that from my side of the family. It's your father's side, the Cochrans and the Caldwells. So I was getting a bit jacked up, you know. I am my father's daughter, after all. I'm more of a Caldwell than a Moranville, but that's not a bad thing. I just have to watch my tone sometimes. Well, forget the tone that day. I was off to the races. You know, I prayed about it a lot, but I'm pretty geared up.
Well, I don't know if it's going to work out, but I pressed the helium balloon, which should turn my voice into a cartoon character. And I forget to pray for our president. Good grief, if anybody needs help, he does. What an idiot. All I'm saying is I should pray for our government and our president, who needs more help than probably anybody on the face of the earth.
I am a prayer warrior. I'm kind of like Grandma that way. You know, I'm like a dog with a bone. I don't give up. I just hang in there and pray about things. Let me finish my prayer list. Why not? I figure if I'm up in the night, I might as well do something constructive. The Lord's strength, and we'll see what happens. Well, I survived. The Lord is good. I kind of prayed my way through that thing. So I'm praying, and I just wanted you to know that I was, because you know that I would always pray. I'm thinking of converting to Catholicism. I've always thought of it in the back of my mind. Maybe I will. I don't know. They have Catholic Mass here every other Tuesday. I like to see myself on a video, and I must like just the sound of my own voice. Perhaps I do take after Granddad in that regard.
I couldn't vote for Clinton, and I didn't think it out that I could vote for a third-party candidate. Bernie Sanders would have been better. Even the Libertarian Party candidate.
Anterolisthesis, which means that one vertebrae kind of juts forward and sloughs over on top of the vertebrae below, and that causes nerve compression. Neuroforaminal stenosis. Neural meaning nerves, foraminal meaning the foramen, and stenosis meaning narrow. I have a narrowed spine. Lots of nerve roots and nerve endings are impinged and compressed, but now mine are like that. Narrowed. So he's going to go down into the sacrum, which is almost to the tailbone. Look this stuff up. It's fascinating. And I mean fasting and praying. Well, don't fast. That's not even fashionable anymore. You can just pray. Pray that it helps the nerves. Trying to deal with this is relentless. It really is. But I'm relentless too. I'm looking at Granddad and Grandma's picture right now. They did not raise me to be a quitter. Yet, I'm not dying today. I'm on the phone with you. You know, you dress warmly and you go out. You go down the street and come back. At least you've been outside. I hope the Lord comes back before you ever have to turn into more birthdays and finally reach 67. I'll be dead and gone by that time, but I don't wish it on anybody because things wear out on your body and you get a little cranky and, well, I'm not cranky. I hope I'm not. I have my moments, but I come down from them as quickly as I can and get on a better path. Don't stay on the cranky road. Get back on the interstate. Trump is a boob McNut. He's hot-headed, he's arrogant, he's hot-tempered, and he's in love with himself, Markham. Not this country. He's in love with Donald Trump. And I regret to my dying day that I voted for him once. It will never happen again. I hope Joe Biden runs against him, and I'm voting for Joe. We were talking about medical marijuana. He gave me the name of the place and the phone number. And I said, but they're not going to approve it. I don't know what to do, Markham. If I got something like that and I got caught at it, do you know how much trouble I'd be in? And she said, I don't know that anyone would prescribe it for you. I said, it's legal, isn't it, in the state of Illinois? Why can't it be prescribed? I won't prescribe that. I said, all right, well, maybe we can work something else out then. Is that suck or what? I'm gonna have nothing but resistance to any type of idea of marijuana, whether it's medical or any other way. So, as I'll mention it every single day to every nurse that I have on every shift. And then maybe the ombudsman can get something done with it too. I was at Walgreens yesterday and a man stopped in his tracks, young man, and he stared at me and I thought, uh-oh, a staring young man looking right at my head. And he said, I like the hair, it's you. And I said, well, thank you very much. And he walked away, and I rolled my chair away because I was in a hurry, and I thought that was kind of fun. He just was like, whatever. Went like that. I like your hair, it's you. Well, it doesn't get much better than that. Kathy Girardi's birthday is December 21st. My dear friend Kathy was like a sister to me. The Lord is smiling down on us, on me in particular. Despite the fact that I am a sinner of the worst sort, and I am, I have a mouth on me sometimes it's absolutely unbelievable. And I eat with this mouth. That's the scary thing. Not going to church for years, swear words, and the occasional F-bomb that would escape my mouth. You see how that works? It's called grace. Prevenient grace. Was never a more wonderful and kind woman in the entire universe, but my mother was as controlling as all get out, as you probably remember. And she had her finger in every single pie. This latest person that we've had is her abilities and talents are questionable at best. Questionable, Markham. Questionable. Well, now they fired her. They fired her ass yesterday. Not even 4 months. She was just making new demands of people left and right. Did she do it anyway? Make the decision a couple weeks ago that everybody has to truck up to the large dining room? There are elderly people here that are in their 80s and 90s. They don't appreciate change. They don't like it. They don't want it. And it's hard for them to adjust. I even told her that to her face. Did she listen? Of course not. Was I right? Of course I was. I used to go to those resident council meetings where people raise their hands and, what are you worried about? What are your concerns? Nothing was ever done. So guess what? I stopped going to their stupid ass meetings. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we were independently wealthy and could spend whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted to? But maybe that wouldn't make us happy either. I don't know. Happiness is a funny thing. I've learned a little bit of wisdom, passing it on to you. Happiness comes to you almost like a little butterfly that floats around and lands on your shoulder very softly. And you can notice that it's there. And that's when happiness comes the most. When you least expect it, and when you can enjoy the moment just like enjoying a little butterfly landing on your shoulder. But sometimes the butterfly flies away, and then that crisis passes, and you go on to the next. But just know that you're always thought of with much love. You're always on my mind and in my heart every day. I'm going to say goodbye now. Talk to you again soon. Amen. No vehicles past this point. Well, I'm sort of a vehicle, but I don't think anybody's going to mind. Here we go. Are you ready? Going across the bridge. I'm in. There you go. That's what happened. I'm in. I'm in.